بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Today, inshallah, we're going to be doing the 33rd word. The 33rd word is also called the 33 windows. The 33 windows, they're called windows because through looking through the window of analysis, you're looking and to understand the Creator Himself. These 33 windows, if we start from the beginning and go all the way to the end, it will take us a long, long time. Today, we're only going to do one window, which is one paragraph and a little, about three lines. One paragraph and 3 lines, and that should probably be the whole day, for the whole day, inshallah ta'ala. But it's concise explanation of God's existence and that God is one. And basically, if we go through all the 33 windows, it is a proof and evidence of God's existence and His unity and Him being one Creator controlling everything. And all of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's most beautiful names proven through evidence, through logic, through reasoning, not just blind faith. Okay? Inshallah, we're going to start off with the first window only, but it is an explanation of the verse, which is Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Sayyidina wa Sanadana wa Mawlana Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Alf salatim wa alf salam alayki ya Rasulullah. Alf salatim wa alf salam alayki ya Habibullah. Alf salatim wa alf salam alayki ya min wahillah. So the verse is chapter 41, verse 53. It says, in the name of God, in the name of Allah, the most merciful, most compassionate. We shall show them our signs, our evidence, our proof, in the furthest horizons, and we shall show them in themselves, so that it will become apparent to them that this, which is the Quran, is indeed the truth. In other words, we're going to prove to them that the Quran is the truth. How? From the furthest of horizons, from the furthest parts of the universe, and then reflecting on themselves, they will find that this Quran is the truth. Is it not enough that your sustainer witnesses all things? One who witnesses all things, who sees everything, who hears everything, who knows everything, who sustains all things, all life, and who has power over all matters. Is that not enough? So I'll read the verse again, inshallah. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, most compassionate. We shall show them our signs in the furthest horizons and in themselves, so that it will become clear, it will become apparent to them that this, which is the Quran, is indeed the truth. Is it not enough that your sustainer witnesses all things? And this particular dars starts off with a question. The question is this: we would like a concise explanation of the ways that man and the universe, that is, the microcosm and the macrocosm, point to the necessary existence and unity of God and His dominical attributes and His functions. In other words, what is he saying here? We would like a concise explanation of the ways that man and the universe, which is microcosm, meaning that when we look under a microscope and we see all the microscopic creatures, all the way down to atomic structures, all the way up to the galaxies and the greater universe. From there, we would like evidence from these things that we can see with our own eyes, which we call science, right? So when you say what's science, science is things that you can test, things that you can see most of the time, it's things that you can analyze and put to the test and go, okay, because that reacted with that, or this happened because as a consequence of that action, that's the reaction, so that's the effect, so this caused that, and that's called science. And what they want is very straightforward, but the way that the question's being asked is actually in a negative connotation, but we're going to turn that around and make it positive, inshallah, right? So he's saying we want from the smallest microscopic to the macrocosm, which is the greater universe, we want proof that not only does God exist, that there is only one God, right? And we want to know His attributes, His characteristics, and what He does, and how He demonstrates this to us through the universe. The 2 parts of the above verse says this: for the unbelievers have gone too far by saying to us, "For how long shall we say, and he is powerful over all things?" They're making a mockery, because all Muslims and that, and even Christians and Jews and that, they say God is powerful over all things. Allah is omnipotent. So they're saying, how long are you guys going to keep saying God is the greatest, basically? And he is powerful over all things, and how long should we raise our hands and beg from God all the time? So it's a mockery, right? How long do we say that God is the greatest and that he is powerful over all things, and how long must we put our hands up and keep asking from this God? In other words, God's not listening to us, there's no God, there's no attributes, no characteristics, and no evidence of God, and that he is one of no sort at all. So we want you to tell us, from a microscopic to macroscopic to the depths of the furthest parts of the universe, the heavens and that, we want you to prove to us, without a doubt, that there is a God. And not only that there is a God, his attributes, his characteristics, what does he do, how does he do it, why does he do certain things, what is the purpose behind these actions, everything, and that he's powerful over all things. And you have to also prove to us all these matters scientifically. In other words, making reasoning and logic. Amen. The first window. The first window that we're going to look through, inshallah, and that we're going to analyze to try and understand Allah. Try and understand Allah. Does Allah really exist? If he exists, what kind of a Allah that he is? Is he one? Is he the only one? Obviously, this is not a one subject conversation here. It's 33 windows, it's 33 different lessons that we should be doing in order to be able to answer the question altogether. But we're going to, at least, it says here, we're going to get few drops of the ocean. We're going to get few drops of the ocean of God's existence and his proofs, right? First window. If we look, we see that all things, and especially living creatures, have numerous different needs and numerous different wants. Condition put here first, if we look. And in the Quran, Allah asks us to look. Allah doesn't say just look, he says look, analyze, study, research. أَفَلَا يَتَفَكَّرُونَ, do they not think? أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ, do they not think? Do they not consider? Do they not ponder? Do they not reflect on these evidences? What evidence? We're going to take many evidences, but one of the main evidences that we can see is the universe. If you want to understand the artist, you look at the art. Right? What's the art? The universe is the art. Imagine whoever made that or made this. We want to understand who made this particular art. We look at the art. If we want to find the artist, we understand the artist through the art itself. We want to understand this book, we must know about the author. What is the author saying to us? We put all the words together, make sentences. Those sentences become meanings to us, and it becomes meaningful. So there's someone is speaking through this book to explain to us what he wants, who he is, what he is, right? And what he represents. In exactly the same way, the universe is a book, right? Just like we have letters in a book, like letters that form sentences, the stars, the oceans, the fish, the animals, the plants, everything that is existent are like letters, and joined together they become words, and those words become meanings. They become a way in which we can read the universe or book. The universe is a book too, just like this book is. We go, if we look, see, we put the words together, we understand. If we open our eyes and we research the universe, we will find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in exactly the same way as reading a book. So if we look and we consider, we will see that all things, and especially living creatures, have numerous different needs and they have numerous different wants. So what? What does that prove? Everything, every creature, everything that is created, especially living things, have numerous different needs and numerous different wants.